Hello and welcome to another episode of SA Politics Unspun. We're at the Union Buildings today. This is the seat of South Africa's government. If President Jacob Zuma has one office that he uses more than all the others, it'll be this one here. We understand the coffee is pretty good because the gardens are certainly magnificent. You'll want to know why they're called the Union Buildings in the first place, and the simple reason is that in 1910, the then four different parts of South Africa all came together. It was the Union of South Africa. So if you like, the seat of our government now is at a place that is named after something that no longer exists. It's right here where Cabinet meets, where the business of government is done. Of course, the various ministries are spread out all over Pretoria. Some of them have headquarters in Cape Town as well. Essentially, this is where government happens. The administration of South Africa is centered right here. And it is from here that the big decisions are made and then administered. So a decision gets made and then it gets implemented by the minister that is responsible. It is also here that the administration of government, so Pravin Gordhan, the finance minister, sits and does his sums and works out who gets how much money and how that money is going to be spent, and then gets to break the news to cabinet that they all have to cut up their credit cards. From here at the Union Buildings, you can see most of the ministries. They dot around Pretoria on its hills. Many of them occupy several floors of quite high buildings, and that's because the decisions that government makes are simply about allocating resources. So someone has to decide which cell phone companies get licenses and which don't. Someone has to decide which mining companies get licenses and which don't. And someone else has to administer the 150,000 people who make up our police force. As a result, there's a large bureaucracy that is dotted all around Pretoria that really has its centre right here. As you probably already know, South Africa is one of the few countries in the world that has several capitals, not just one. And as a result of that, it's actually quite expensive to manage. It's a historical compromise, not from 1994, but back from 1910. There have been ongoing discussions about whether or not the capital of the country should just move to Cape Town or just move to Pretoria. If it ever does happen that the capitals move to one city, they'll probably come here, because there's only one parliamentary building in Cape Town, one precinct, whereas there are ministerial buildings all over the place in Pretoria. Unless there are special circumstances, Cabinet meets only in two places, either here or in Cape Town. It's the result of that this building has seen several tumultuous developments. Thabo Mbeki's last cabinet meeting, for example, when he told ministers he was going to resign and it was up to them whether they decided to stay or go. Other big decisions have been taken here. Nelson Mandela worked here. So did P.W. Botha.